Hello everyone, this is Money Mom. Welcome to the channel. Today I want to chat with you guys about 9 reasons, and many of these you may not have heard of, by the way, that many people do not have an emergency fund or they don't save for emergencies, and I am guilty of some of these. I'm going to get right into it and start right away. Number 1, people assume because they're low income, they've listened to that narrative. They've heard other people say, well, you're on a low income, it's understandable. And so they have a negative money mindset. And so they assume that, hey, I'm low income, so I just simply don't have money to save. So they believe that story that other people have told them and story that maybe society has told them. That's number 1. Number 2, they simply really don't make enough. I know I've harped on this channel a lot, and I understand that no matter what income, you should be able to hopefully set aside something. But some people really may simply make such a low income, and maybe where they live is expensive, they simply don't even have enough money left over to save. As a matter of fact, they may be juggling bills and not even have enough money for their current bills. Number 3, they simply have too many expenses and debt. And if you have high interest debt, they may be thinking, you know what, I've got this high interest debt, I don't have money to save and do that. I remember when my husband and I were paying off debt, which was a car payment. We did have a 6 months no interest furniture that we were paying, and we were finishing up paying off our mortgage. Well, during that time, I thought, well, I don't have money to build our savings up, and I used some of our savings to pay off debt. Looking back, I think I would have taken a little longer to pay off our debt and have a little more of a cushion, because it really was stressful only having $1,000 in your savings account. So basically, too many expenses and too much debt, she don't have much left over. Number 4, this kind of goes along with number 1, and boy, have I been guilty of this, and you could go with investments or savings. Thinking that small amounts don't add up very quick. Obviously, the more that you can, invest or save, the better, especially if you got some big things you're saving for. For example, your car's getting older. Well, if you're only able to set aside $25 a month, it may be difficult to pay cash for a vehicle, right? But so obviously more is better, but $25 here, $25 there, and if you start making some budget cuts on items that are not bringing you value, and you do some other side jobs, you get a raise, these little bits here and there can add up quicker than we think, okay? Small amounts do matter. Number 5, and I wrote this down because I think a lot of folks don't talk about it, obligations. I know of a handful of people that feel obligated to live a certain lifestyle, and they do not want other people to know that they are struggling. And so they, put on that face, and they just keep spending money they really don't have and setting aside instead of putting themselves first in their 4 walls. So I'm going to call it family obligations or social obligations. That is really important. It's not talked about enough. Number 6, basically bad spending habits, spending more than what you think. As soon as you get your paycheck, instead of paying yourself first, spending on things you've been waiting on and just spending. And hey, I enjoy spending, so bad spending habits. Number 8, health. A lot of times if you've got your health is not good and you're having to put money towards health things. For example, let's say you don't have good teeth. Maybe there isn't a dental school nearby. And, dentists don't want you, sometimes you can pay things out, but they want their money up front, a lot of times. So if you have bad health, your money may be going to that. Last but not least, and this happened to me too, several of these are basically relevant to me. When you're young, especially if you're in your 20s, you think, oh, I've got my whole life to save. I don't need to worry about that now. I want to just have fun. I'm not married. I don't have kids. I want to just have fun. So these are 9 reasons that many people don't save and don't have an emergency fund. What do you think are additional reasons that people don't save? And are any of these reasons here relevant to you? I know the too young and me believing the narrative that a little bit doesn't make a difference, and also being a lower income. I have kind of believed those. So let me ask you guys, tell me some reasons you think many people don't save money. That's all I have to say for now. I love you, I appreciate you, and I sure hope to see you on tomorrow morning's video. Bye-bye, everybody.